in teaching a lesson, confidence will come in time. It will, the more you do something, the better you get at it. Your confidence will come in particular the better you plan. If you put a lot of time in your planning, you'll be excited to do that lesson. And if you think about that lesson and think about all the potential things that could happen. So, for example, if you try to predict or forecast what your students will say or do, or what you can do to make it even better, that will cause your lesson to be that much better just because of logistics and because of great planning. The other part is think about the types of things that they like to do. You'll quickly find out if your class is a hands on class that likes to do experiments and likes to be actively involved. Most kids do like that type of thing. Also, think about your interest inventories. What do you know that your students like? What topics do they like? And that will help get them more excited about the lesson as you get used to it. In time, you're not going to always have the most exciting lesson to teach. Not everything's going to be your favorite, but you still want to get up there and act like it's great, because if you ever act like you don't like that lesson, it's going to cause your students to lose some confidence with that lesson. So you've got to, with elementary kids, you've got to just make lemonade out of those lemons. So if you have that particular topic. It's also nice if you have a topic that you're not very comfortable with, ask other teachers how they teach it. Maybe you'll get a great idea from them. But I'll tell you what, the bottom line is this. If you feel really nervous about teaching, sometimes the nerves come from classroom management type issues. And you'll have a class on classroom management and you'll learn a lot about what to do there. But if the confidence is just that you get nervous, that's completely normal. That means you care. Anytime someone's nervous, it shows that you care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be nervous, right? But what gets me, no matter how I'm feeling, is I think to myself, this group of kids, they really need this. So think about your Lucy. Think about that student that you care so much about, and think to yourself, what is it? Do they need you? Yes, of course they do. The world needs great teachers and we need each other. So we need to support each other and we need to think to ourselves, sometimes those things that are hardest to do, we can do if someone really needs it. I can't believe the things that I've been able to take care of when I had no other choice. I think about when my husband was out of town and we had the dead animal in the house that I had to, and I mean like a chipmunk, not a pet. But I remember just having to find my courage and take care of it because it just had to be done. Well, that's small beans compared to a student really needing to understand a lesson and needing to learn so that they can be prepared. We need these kids to learn so they can be prepared in their own lives and they can provide for themselves, for their families, and for their community. So sometimes just stopping and thinking about the big picture and thinking about why we are getting into education will help us to be the best teacher we can.